Hello. Hi. Go ahead. I think I scared the little boy. I saw them turn into this trail. They're with their dad.
You want to come and see mine?
That's the weir.
There you go. Give me a trailer.
Average heart rate 116. Workout average pace 7 minutes 38 seconds per kilometer.
Yeah. I don't like running by little kids. I don't know why. I don't want to scare them. It's like with dogs. The calmer they catch you, the calmer they tend to be. So Wednesday, the midweek show, what am I doing? Running towards Mount Douglas yet again. I hope to be out for an hour, maybe a little longer, depending how I'm doing. Hello.
Oh, good morning.
I decided not to go up to Sydney today. I'm going to take a photograph of these wonderful blue flowers.
Autopause.
I'm not sure what they are, but they're not bluebells, I know that much. So I'm going to take you on the possibly muddy side of Douglas Creek and turn up and cross Cedar Hill Road and go up, what is it now? Irvine. I believe it's Irvine to the top. But then instead of going to the top, I'm going across the mountain through the saddle and then back to Harvest Lane. That should be a good hour at my current pace of around 8 minutes. I think that's what it is. 7 kilometers would be 56 minutes. You won't hear Samantha till I get away from the cars. I feel pretty good today. I must admit, my heart rate training is working well. This is where I might get muddy. But pretty soon I'll be on the dry side of the mountain as I step around a seasonal water feature. I don't want to get cold and wet too soon in this run.
Time 14 minutes. Distance 1.81 kilometers. Average heart rate 84. Workout average pace 7 minutes 43 seconds per kilometer.
Excuse me. These are pretty gnarly roots here I'm stepping over. But it's pretty soon when I pass the colony, I'll be turning left instead of right, crossing Cedar Hill Road. Actually, it's probably Cordova Bay Road by now. It changes names. It's one of those streets that change names. Time for another photograph. Pretty soon I'm going to be hiking. And I know it's a good reason to take photographs, but I might as well take one now before.
Time 15 minutes. Distance 1.87 kilometers. Average heart rate 120. Workout average pace 7 minutes 53 seconds per kilometer.
Before the slow stuff really starts. If I'm not stopping to take pictures on the hike, I will be that much quicker overall. I should take photographs when I break from a run to a hike, and then hike hard as I'm doing now. I might press pause on this one, but it's not too noisy today. There goes the 39 bus. I used to catch that one quite a lot. And I cross safely the asphalt and continue up, 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 as I would say. This leads directly into Irvine. Norn and Irvine, that's right. I have to cross Norn pretty high up.
Workout average pace 8 minutes 1 second per kilometer.
Just caught the end of that. Too much car noise, especially when there's wet pavement under tyre. That always makes more noise. Have you noticed how the Tesla Mark III is quite noisy for an electric car? Must have some sort of acoustical anomaly in the front end of the car. Seems to amplify the sound of the wheels and the whirring of the motor. Electric motors do make a sound. Alright, going through.
Distance 2.06 kilometers. Average heart rate 129. Workout average pace 8 minutes 13 seconds per kilometer.
Going through the salal bushes. Luckily, they have died back a bit, because with rain, they tend to close in on themselves, and you end up getting a face wash, whether you want one or not. Well, mountain running is exactly what you make it to be. You don't want it to be too hard that you don't want to do it. And you don't want it to be an excuse for an easy walk. But I would be foolish to think that I could run anything I wanted to run. I don't think I could run. My heart would just max out at 160 and tell me not to be stupid.
Distance 2.16 kilometers. Average heart rate 130. Workout average pace 8 minutes 19 seconds per kilometer.
See, I only stopped then to hear the announcement as we cross Norn. There should be some skunk cabbages coming up soon. I might take a photograph if they're showing. Yeah. I see one early one. A few early ones. This area has been maintained in its natural state pretty well. These aren't very good specimens of skunk cabbage. Well, there's some cleaner ones on that side, but even so, they're behind a lot of branches. Lots of beautiful tones of green and early spring yellow.
Time 19 minutes. Distance 2.27 kilometers. Average heart rate 128. Workout average pace 8 minutes 21 seconds per kilometer.
Going over the meadows, I'm normally around 8 minutes 40 by the time I step onto Blenkinsop Road. This one's going to be quite a long run because I'm missing out on my 3 hours of activities. The forecast did say the chances of rain this morning are 90%. It already started off by raining last night, just to warn us. Sometimes it blows through overnight, and we get a morning like now, when the sun is trying to pop out. So I'm now walking pretty hard.
Time 20 minutes. Distance 2.37 kilometers. Average heart rate 124. Workout average pace 8 minutes 23 seconds per kilometer. Time for hydration.
20 minutes in. It gets steeper still in a second. And then I cross the road and it gets steeper again. I don't do this one that often because it's not a very good running workout. It's a good workout for the heart rate control. You don't put in quite as much wear and tear on your body on this kind of stuff. It's just your heart you're working, really. Heart and lungs. Next announcement, please, Samantha.
31 minutes. Distance 2.43 kilometers. Average heart rate 134. Workout average pace 8 minutes 37 seconds per kilometer.
Yeah. This is like where I peak out at the meadows and then start heading down. But today I go up still some more. I could stay on the road, but that is not a lot of fun. This way I'm very unlikely to meet anybody. As I cross Churchill Drive, still on Irvine, going up, up, up. I wouldn't even think of a title just yet.
Time 22 minutes. Distance 2.52 kilometers. Average heart rate 135. Workout average pace 8 minutes 44 seconds per kilometer.
Yep. This will be more like a 9 and a bit when I slow down to my minimum. But I was thinking before I started recording, what would be the optimum setting for my device? And I'm pretty sure 1 hour at zone 4 would be more than adequate for any day of the week, regardless of terrain. I could still get the same bang for my buck. Hello, here comes somebody jogging with a doggy. Hi. Hi, dog. Off you go. The dog's peeing. There you go. It's just one of those territorial squirts. I'm not tempted to run right now because I am working quite hard enough. In fact, I'll take a photograph to unwind a little bit more. It's like a spring or an elastic band. It gets twined up and then occasionally you need to let it unwind. Okay, I'm moving now. Thank you. So it tends to take a few seconds to detect when I stop, and then it takes another few seconds to detect when I'm moving again. The signal is not that strong here, so quite often I lose the signal.
Time 24 minutes. Distance 2.62 kilometers. Average heart rate 133. Workout average pace 9 minutes 8 seconds per kilometer.
So now it's just rock climbing for a little bit. And now using all my limbs at once. Now I'm standing. I have to remember that my voice recorder can be stopped or paused at any time, and I could stow it in my pocket, but I'm taking it very conservatively today, mainly because I'm running alone on lonely trails. You haven't heard very much running from me today.
Time 25 minutes. Distance 2.67 kilometers. Average heart rate 129. Workout average pace 9 minutes 21 seconds per kilometer.
Very soon I cross Churchill Drive again, and then I head off towards the saddle, and then back, as I was saying, via Harvest Lane. The sun is trying to pop out. I might see some fawn lilies as well. Those beauties are beginning to pop up. Yep, there's a few there. I think there'll be some more in a minute. Some that have had a bit more light this morning. They're a bit more awake. Well, I missed a few chances there, but I'm sure I will see them again today on this run. I'm going right this time, towards Churchill Drive, looking out for fawn lilies. So there's a bench and a crossing of sorts.
Auto pause.
There's a picture up Churchill Drive. I'm going up that way, where the fire hydrant is. Hello. Good.
Time 27 minutes. Distance 2.79 kilometers. Average heart rate 135. Workout average pace 9 minutes 38 seconds per kilometer.
Alright, so now I should get some downhill. I can't remember how much of it is easy running and how much of it is white knuckle stuff. I should imagine most of it is pretty easy running. This is a main connector to the back of Mount Douglas. I'm going to run over the elephant today, but I'm still a kilometer from her. But this is the right level and the right trail. Normally I'll be coming up from the right, from the fake bridges, but today I skirted across the north east back of the mountain. 9 minutes 40. I heard that. What tends to happen with Samantha is that when I'm talking or when there's noise, I wait for that very last phrase. So once I hear some noises from her, I listen out for the last digits, which is the average pace. And if I'm lucky, I'll catch the cadence or the heart rate. Cadence is very important The more I run, the more I realize just how important cadence is to maintaining speed. Yep. This is quite unfamiliar to me, but I'm sure it's going correctly.
Time 29 minutes. Distance 2.98 kilometers. Average heart rate 132. Workout average pace 9 minutes 44 seconds per kilometer.
Yep. I'm never going to get lost here, but I might end up, as I normally do, making an 80-minute run out of a 1-hour run because I'm having too much fun. But once I go through the saddle, I'm pretty much committed for Harvest Lane and some more downhill. I think this is Whittaker, and normally I'd be coming up.
3.06 kilometers. Average heart rate 131. Workout average pace 9 minutes 46 seconds per kilometer.
Coming up off Norn. I'll take another picture here, photograph of the finest signage in the world. Signage. Yep, it says Whittaker. I'm joining Whittaker now. From Merryman, how about that? That's what they were saying. Yeah, well, the nearer you get to the top, all the trails converge to the summit, basically. Because Merryman will take you right the way up. But you have to do a bit of a creek first, and today it probably would be a creek.
Average heart rate 125. Workout average pace 9 minutes 54 seconds per kilometer.
Maybe not a compulsory face wash, but sometimes, as I say, the bushes grow into each other. There always used to be a trail there, kind of thing. Now I'm looking for lilies again. I was seeing one or two, but I should see a host of them in a minute, if I remember rightly from last year. This is kind of sheltered from the cold, so it would show signs of spring sooner than the other side. Yep, this is where I normally join the trail. I'm just coming up to the elephant.
Average heart rate 126. Workout average pace 9 minutes 58 seconds per kilometer.
And I'll have to take one of me looking weird as usual. I made a joke about my shows always being the same. It's true. You really don't have to listen to them in any order, or for any season, or for whatever reason. They very seldom change. It's nearly always me yakking away on an open mic. Alright, I have to concentrate here. But I did catch in the last announcement 32 minutes, so I'm more than halfway into my hour, so that's good. I should be closer to home than going the way I'm going now than if I went back the same way. I hear dogs up ahead. This should be amusing. See if I can have...
Distance 3.37 kilometers. Average heart rate 125. Workout average pace 10 minutes 6 seconds per kilometer.
a safe interaction with them today. I normally get away with it. As long as I don't raise my arms or my voice, they're okay with that. and not look menacing, if that's at all possible, for a bandido. One day, somebody will come across files and files of audio that have been found in a time capsule somewhere. You wonder what the future generations would think of the jackal. Hello. Hi. Hello, dog. Hi. There was a very nice opportunity there. The only creature that didn't obey the rules of the road was the dog. He walked right into me, where his owners and family members walked up and away on top of the rock. I took the longer, winding path. Let me check on my voice recording time. I have absolutely no idea. I'm guessing 22 minutes. Oops, 26. Alright. So 10 more minutes should get me through the saddle and probably to the cave. There's not a lot of running on this route. That's probably why I don't usually do it. Now I'm looking for those lilies, those elusive lilies, the fawn lily. Yep. This is another potential good spot for them. You get a feeling for the light that they like, and the vegetation they like growing next to. But I believe they're perennials. They come back every year from some kind of root. And I believe the natives in these parts used to eat the roots of a lot of these.
Distance 3.47 kilometers. Average heart rate 131. Workout average pace 10 minutes 22 seconds per kilometer.
So, once again, my prediction has been way off base. But as I say, I still haven't reached the saddle, so it hasn't started to get easier yet. Now, all these names are racing through my head, but I will put them to the back. I don't need to think about them now. I could take the right fork, which would take me up Little Mount Doug to the Arbutus, but I don't fancy coming down.
Distance 3.54 kilometers. Average heart rate 134. Workout average pace 10 minutes 26 seconds per kilometer.
124, I think, the heart rate. That's pretty good, considering I'm barely moving here. The trajectory is definitely up. As I do a delicate pirouette on a rock. Yeah, my general health is good. My limbs are behaving themselves. I've forgotten which heel was giving me grief now. Pretty much certain I'm going to know these people I'm going to pass.
Average heart rate 135. Workout average pace 10 minutes 33 seconds per kilometer.
And the saddle at 10:33 per K. This camera takes some remarkable shots, even if I say so myself, as I put it gently back into its oyster shell case, which I don't bother zipping anymore because it fits snugly in the bottle holder of my fanny pack. So it's a quick release holster for me. I feel like a gunslinger sometimes. I can get out a shot in about 4 seconds. Alright. It's only going to get better now. I'm on the downslope. Coming up to the women, the yakking girls. Hello. Runner behind. Panic, it's a runner. Thank you.
Actually, it was St. Patty's Day. I thought maybe she was Irish.
I think we were talking cross purposes there. Okay. Now we go down past the cave and out towards Harvest Lane. Let me check one more time. 31 minutes, good. I can talk some more.
Time 40 minutes. Distance 3.77 kilometers. Average heart rate 130. Workout average pace 10 minutes 34 seconds per kilometer. Time for hydration.
So 20 minutes to get home basically is my target now, as I try and maintain the vertical orientation. Now I get the glory of downhill running. Hi. I know them. They're runners. They're good runners. Oh, in their 40s, women. The movers and shakers of the sport. Well, I've got a very nice photograph here of the skunk cabbage, but no lilies.
Workout average pace 10 minutes 26 seconds per kilometer. Auto pause.
And away it goes. So far, so good. Let me check the time. 33 and a half. So another 3 minutes will put me well and truly in the glory zone. Hi. A bit of climbing more now. My heart rate will start to peak, and then I'll get the downhill for recovery. That's how it works. I don't think I'll do anything other than title this.
Time 42 minutes. Distance 4.04 kilometers. Average heart rate 130. Workout average pace 10 minutes 22 seconds per kilometer.
I might just title this and send it off to you. There's some people doing some crazy running up a hill here.
Auto pause. Workout resumed.
I wouldn't do that. Not unless you're really strong in the heart. As I go down the glory zone at 35 minutes. One more and I say bye-bye. I'm being chased now by runners. Might even be my friend Mike Saminsky's group. They definitely look like a group of runners. Yep, this is it. Down, down, down. I'm on Glendenning, heading towards Harvest Lane.
Time 43 minutes. Distance 4.21 kilometers. Average heart rate 132. Workout average pace 10 minutes 11 seconds per kilometer.
Not quite. I can hear one more announcement from Samantha and then press stop. Hello. A couple with a dog, with a poodle. Standard poodle with a haircut. Is that a poodle?
Yeah.
Nice haircut. So this is my turn off.
Time 44 minutes. Distance 4.37 kilometers. Average heart rate 133. Workout average pace 10 minutes 3 seconds per kilometer.
Bye bye.